thank you for having me today. This event is fantastic. I mean, the participation, I see here a lot of familiar faces, the who's who of banking and technology is here. Bank users, especially from retail customers, it migrated completely to the app. So the app is the way for people to interact with the bank, right? So either you have a very powerful, customer-friendly, fantastic user experience app, or you're not able to compete properly, right? And if you look at some of the banks worldwide that have been very successful, they have tremendous apps, right? You look at Revolut and the experience they give to customers on the app. You look in Brazil at Nubank, for example, and what they bring to their app. So MSMB wants to be a benchmark, right? We want to have one of the best apps out there. We are now rated the best app in the UAE. We are rolling out that app across MENA. Hopefully, can compete shoulder to shoulder with the best that are coming here in this market.
We call innovation are changes. When we call digital transformation, that still changes. When you talk about new technology, we're always talking about change. And change is the only constant, we all know that. But it's about the people driving the change. It's always that. If you have the right people running that change, if you have the right people adopting that change, you need them both. You need the change makers to know how to drive this change. You need the adopters or the receiving end to be kind of accepting of that change. And that kind of is a twofold for that change of culture. The setup, the people, the organization, and also the flow of the event. It's very, very nice and, a very positive experience. Even my team here loved it. The people that I've met, a great networking experience. So like I said, it definitely won't be my last one. Thank you guys for putting such a great show.
When we sit down and try to list the use cases for AI, the possibilities are endless, right? And that's actually, a lot of teams actually hit analysis paralysis. We keep thinking and thinking and thinking, and there is no deployment of anything because of the vast possibilities of the application of AI. And so the way we tackle this is rather very important. Number one, we try to cover the gap between the crossroad between the technical know-how and the use cases. So that's one. In other words, understand what the technology is capable of performing. That's one. And then number two, list the possible use cases. Then we prioritize them based on impact. We put them in a backlog, select the first 2 or 3, and start working on them. The organizing team are really a great bunch. The attendance is actually a lot more than I actually thought, mashallah. And I'll make sure I'll be here every year, inshallah.
I feel it is very well organized, and the fallout, I could see that most of the intellectual people in this area is already here in this session, which clearly says that there is a takeaway from here. And the initial few sessions, I could see that it's a very valuable, and the topic which you have taken up for this event as a team, which is very relevant because AI is kicking very well, and which is an imperative thing. Rather, it is a mandatory for every organization to survive in the market for long.
So we have leveraged on artificial intelligence in a couple of domains, AML, FRM, and then we are now working with the digital team from retail products and the digital team from retail services to actually try to personalize the customer experience of individual clients, basically serving the customer with the right product and the right services that are tailored to the customer.
Giving customer better use cases, a value proposition so they can have better lifestyle, better financial management of their money, financial inclusion. As you mentioned also, it's about security and safety, especially with the fraud cases that we have across the globe with social engineering and these kind of things. So it's a complete thing or topic that we need to consider. Not only having the open banking kind of things where customers are willing to share their transactions and balances, but also about their financial position in general. I like the number of participants, number of attendees, how things are organized, even the discussions that we had and the way that we planned for the panel discussions and the topics that we present to the audiences really is amazing. Also, the value of being in this kind of gathering where people share knowledge and get easy to talk to each other. I've seen people here which I've never seen for a while, for almost 3-4 years. So it gives us a chance to meet people and all focusing on the same domain of banking and financing industry is a great opportunity for all to share and grow.
Sure. So hyperautomation is a framework mainly to provide efficiency of automation within the scope of the banking, whether it's the mid, the front, or the back office. The element of it is a consortium of technologies and a framework that constitutes a governance to actually improve, implement, and successfully make an impact to your organization. It was a lovely, lovely gathering. It's a great roadshow of interest with a lot of minds put together from the banking community. And hopefully we'll see you every year.
Here at MEBIS, we're showcasing what we do in financial services. Banking, wealth, corporate, retail, insurance, fintech. Salesforce specifically builds solutions for these types of verticals. And we're using the MEBIS event to showcase everything that we do, specifically around AI. How we incorporate AI together with customers' data into the CRM to produce the best possible outcomes for our customers. And this is why we found this event so good. In actual fact, I've got my team here that are with me and they're talking to so many people and they've all said, this is a perfect kind of event because it's just the right size to have meaningful conversations with our customers and people that walk past. And I totally agree with that.
Artificial intelligence and GenAI use cases are the thing that everybody is looking for. How to kind of create a robust data environment, have a robust data governance process, how to build artificial intelligence on top of it, and what are those use cases where you can leverage GenAI. So TCS is working in this area. We also have our own GenAI platform called TCS AI Wisdom Next. And so these are the things that we are showcasing.
I believe that change has to start from the top, but that it has to percolate very quickly to each and every individual in the organization. Each and every one of us in banking, in financial services, has the opportunity to create or ideate or innovate new products and services which are environmentally friendly and make sure that the pricing of those products, the delivery of those products is made in a manner which furthers the ESG agenda. Your team was fabulous in terms of making it happen, and I of course traveled especially for this from London, but I think it was worth it. I met a lot of interesting people, heard some interesting presentations, had very, very engaging offline conversations like the one I'm having with you. So all in all, a great experience.
We are also thankful to MEBIS, and I think it has been a rocking journey so far, and I'm sure that we'll have many more years in the future. Coming back to the topic, I think the future of the lending and the moves to make now, I think that's the essence of the entire topic. The future of the lending, if you talk about, so it's a long journey. What we are talking about is the 22nd century, how the lending looks like. So there are multiple pillars about those lending features. The first is we have to talk about the ecosystem. So the lending is not only talking about the financial institution, it talks about the contextual journey, where we talk about the intent. And if we talk about the intent, let me give you one example of home or house as an intent. So when you have a need of a house, you don't need a finance, you need a house first. So if you talk about the contextual journey, the ecosystem should give you a system or give you an option where a single click of button should give you a market research. You click, you get a builder registration. You click, you get the home loan in front of you. And when you click, your title deed should be registered. That's the future what we are talking about.
We are already working with Pinnacle as a banking product for an AI platform wherein we understand bank customer behavior try to ensure that the security has an aspect of behavior of the customer itself embedded into it. We are taking a step ahead with the generative AI, where not only the data of the AI being taken care, but generate the contracts which are more personalized. So till date we were talking about personalizations in terms of the products being offered to the customers. Now we are talking about contracts which are more suited for that particular customer in that specific market. It's fantastic. I think the fact that I am again here this year as well for MEBIS says that I look forward for this event, and really a great networking place.
It's a pleasure to work with the MEBIS team. Everything is so well organized, and the group and cross-functionality here is always a great foundation for banks to learn from each other, first of all, and open up so that we kind of all together move towards benefiting the clients. I am customer-centric by nature, and I believe that this is something I covered in my session yesterday. I always like to ask our employees the 5 whys. Why are you doing this? Why are you developing this report? Why are you looking into this dashboard? Why are you running this process in this manner? Why are you using these systems and all? And the question is, you need to kind of peel all these layers of the actions that we do on a daily basis. And if none of the answers have the customer at the forefront of it, then we're not doing it right. We're missing the point.